阴阳太极圈缠手练习一。杨氏太极圈缠手练习。自我练习。手势。Taiji symbol sticking hand training is following the Taiji symbol. So we can see the Taiji symbol outside is a circle, inside is an S inside. So on this S, they divide in the inside and yang side. So Taiji symbol sticking hand training is based on this yin yang symbol. That's the reason Taiji symbol also called Taiji yin yang sticking hand training or Taiji yin yang symbol sticking hand training. So when you do these forms, the first one you can see, the whole concept is the movement initiated from the feet and then directed by the waist and manifest in the fingers. So that's the whole concept. So entire body act as one unit with a good root and with good centering. So when you practice solo movements, it's so simple. Whenever the palm face down, let's go in. Whenever palm face up, that's yang. Whenever your palm face forward is yang, palm face inward is in. So from here now you can see when you circle, this one's in. Then when you pass the center line, it becomes yang, and then coming in. And this one inside S. So we can see from when you finish here, you already finished the Taiji Taiji symbol already, Taiji yin yang symbol. In order to repeat, you have to cover the other side. So when you go here, you go to inside. So when you go here, there's an 8 inside. So you can see, watch again, this outside, big circle. And from here, you can see this S. Now, I use the other side of S, this becomes the 8, figure 8. From here, it's outside, again, on the inside is figure 8. There's a basic hand forms. It's very simple. But at the same time, you can see, slowly you use the body, use the waist, and direct the movement. Once the waist can direct the hands movements, then slowly you can see the movement initiate from the leg. Then the whole thing now is from the leg, and then everything will follow. Okay. Again, from this side, the same thing. Because this side, left hand side, this way is forward, is yang. Right hand side, this forward is yang. Like a screw, you try to screw forward, this is yang. This one, it go this way, is yang. This way is in. This way is in. So, yin yang Taiji symbol have a yang side, have an inside. So far, this tape we introduce only yang side of the symbol. Let me circle this side. In the second tape in the future, we can do the inside. That means everything just reverse, become more defensive side. This one is more aggressive, is offensive side. So you look again, when you do left hands, this is in, and this out. See, this only hands. So far, this one I consider hands with a little bit body movement. Now, you talk about the waist now. The waist move and the chest move, then become more aggressive because the waist start direct the movement. Now, you try to use the leg, then everything initiate from the leg, everything is different now. Then with a good root, you should practice this kind of movement. Slowly, slowly on the brick. When you practice on a brick, then your root has to be underneath the bricks. So underneath the brick, that means your mind get deep already. Once you get rid of bricks, then your mind will be at least that far, almost more than half foot from the ground. So that means you start have a good root. So when you practice one, practice without the stance first, only stand this way first, and you can get used to it. So this one we call vertical symbol. What you can see, this is a vertical, and then this is big. This is a symbol they change from big to small, from vertical to horizontal, from this angle to this angle. So every angle, every dimension, they can change it. So watch me. So this is outside, this is inside. This is a big one. Now you can see this is a small one. This becomes so small, but still the symbol is there. Okay. Now you can see this horizontal, a symbol still there. And you can see now I can go small. Even the small, you can see small, a symbol still there. Yeah, and they're still there. So you look at it, look like there's a symbol here. Eventually you can see, remember, all the movements initiate from the leg, directed by the waist, and manifest in the fingers. So eventually, from the bottom of your feet to your hand, there are so many of the Tai Chi symbols from your bottom of your feet manifest to your fingers. So because the reason, the more Tai Chi symbol you can feel in the body for this movement, the more you connect it. So because every section you connect it have that symbol, because movement initiate from your leg. So because of the reason you can go this, and it's a horizontal, this way, and small, vertical, horizontal, verticals. Now you can move this side and make this side. That's the same thing, this side, again, and this side. You can go this side, again, this side. So everything is alive, so it depends how you use it. Again, this side, you have to do the same thing, exactly, because you have to get used to both hands. The same thing, the body have to move so smooth until you can do this. Okay, so this is a single practice. First practice with the leg stand this way and stand on top of bricks. Then later is I go to the mountain climbing stance and the 4-6 stance. You see, this one become this way. So again, this is forward, and this backwards, and neutralize, and this is S in the center, and now forward. That's the most basic. And turn, and forward, and backwards. Now you can see, I make it smaller. Yeah, even small, every part of the body can still move with it. This is small, still move with it. Now you can see horizontal, I still move with it. This horizontal, still the same thing. Yeah. The whole concept of this Tai Chi sticky hand training is to practice the entire body act as a unit, like a whip. So when I rotate, my body still act like a whip. I don't care how I rotate, how I move my body, the hands still move. The same thing. That's what allowed you for all the muscle, all the tendons, all the joints, allowed you to neutralize coming power and to set up a strategy for your fighting. So that's a single. After that, you start practicing with a partner. Okay, but before that, let's try to use it for the student. Let me see how good they can do this. Slow down a little bit. I use more chest. Yeah, move more chest. Hey, that's good. You need a chest and need a spine. Good. Now make a circle smaller, still vertical. Smaller. Hey, until so small. Still slow down, don't do fast. Slow down, use the body. Good, use body, use the waist. Smaller and smaller until so small. So you need a root. Right now, got the horizontal. Yeah, and then I need the chest and the spine. Horizontal, I need the chest and the spine. Yeah, the body don't lean. In the chest. Okay, watch this part, the elbow down. Yeah, you go like this now. Yeah, that's good. Hey, elbow. Hey, that's good. Okay, now make it smaller. Hey, smaller. Not bad. Make it smaller, smaller, smaller. Again, soft. Yeah, soft. Hey, small but soft. And slow down a little bit. Slow down, yes. Slow down. Get detailed feeding. Hey. Good. Now I want to see the body turn. And go the other side and circle any way you want to, but the body rotates. Just chest. Need the chest in and chest out. Hey. And slow down a little bit. Slow down. That's good. Put the feet in there. Okay, good. Now you can change side to side. Change it side to side. Eyes closed. And put the feet in there. Put the feet in. More few connections. I'm looking for your connection from the root to the fingers, and the chest and the spine. That's a few things I'm looking for. Now it's good. The elbow is good. Good. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just from the root to hands. It's not quite like this. It's very soft. That's good. 配合腿式. So after you finish it with the standing, with all this symbol, the large and small, vertical, then horizontal, large and small, then you turn one side to the other side. Then start calling with the leg. When you call with the leg, right leg forward or left leg forward, depends how you do it. So again, this one, you neutralize, there's a big and forward. Remember, this hand don't turn too early. You turn past the center line, you turn. Then you become neutralized. And this inhale, and whenever you go big circle, that's exhale. And this inhale, and this exhale, and this inhale. So watch it, the legs still, everything move from here, and the leg section by section, all the way to the fingers. So from here you can see the bottom is remain most important. And forward and backwards. Okay, now again, this one, it can be so small. Again, it's even small, it's still from the center and from the bottom of your feet. Small, and this horizontal, and this big. This horizontal. Yeah, usually this is exhale, there's inhale. And this exhale, and this inhale. And again, this can go one side and the other side. And one side and the other side. And one side and the other side. And one side and the other side. Any way you want to, because the symbol continue. You can practice this way, and this way. Turn, and this. The whole concept of this training is training every direction you need it to neutralize opponent. So that means you train your ankle, train your knee, train your hip, and train the body twisting and turning. At the same time, the upper body remain upright, the neck remain relaxed, the tailbone remain tucked in. That's the whole concept of this training. Okay, now which I ask to students try to do this one and see if they make some mistakes. That's good. Chest in. Slow down a little bit. You can close your eyes and put the feet in there. And watch the chest. The chest and smile movements. Good. That's a big circle. Now make a smaller circle. We go so small, actually only your wrist area is moving. And become more refined. Good. Now try the horizontal. Big circle, horizontal, and in, again, the body move and comfortable, and in, and move comfortably. Hey, that's pretty good. I feel comfortable. Watch the quad have to turn so smoothly. Good. Horizontal, make it smaller. Okay. It's not bad at all. Continue now from one side to the other side, any way you like to. You can mix it. Mix big and small, one side to the other side. And close your eyes, and the body continue upright, the head suspended. This is a very good Qigong exercise because this kind of exercise helps you loosen up entire body and have a good root. So when you practice on the ground for a while, you start practice on the brick. And with the brick stand up with this one and brick doesn't fall, that's when you get a good root on the bottom. Mix from one side to the other side and watch the chest. Yeah, eventually it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. One thing I want to ask you to practice at home in the future is that without the hand, the hand put over here, just imitating. You have a circle and practice. Yeah, from this part you can see, you can have this feeling of circle. You almost pretend now you have hands, but inside I want you to emphasize only this area. Because remember, this area is so important. It directs the power. And that one initiate the movement. So in this case, you build a good foundation on the bottom. Only until you have this good movement, and then the hand just follow. Then you got it. You see? You can see the leg exactly the same as what I did. Yeah, the hand just follow. Okay? Now you got it. Okay, so this is very important for you to help you to build the foundation. Yeah, tell the truth, Tai Chi symbol, Yin-Yang Tai Chi symbol, stick hand training, is really the foundation of the Tai Chi pushing hands. If anybody want to improve the quality of the Tai Chi pushing hand, this thing have to practice every day until you reach a very good feeling internally. It's not just only for looking. 定步杨氏太极圈，缠手练习。垂直大圈。After you practice solo forms, then you start practicing with partner. When you practice partner, we try to divide it in vertical, horizontal, large and small circle. In this case, help you understand. After that, eventually you mix with a partner. All right. So when you practice with a partner, now the Tai Chi symbol inside is S. So remember this S. It's not like earlier we did. This is S, then you're coming back to become figure 8. Because now it's actually is S. Then the other side will take over and become the other side of S. Then you take over and then become this side of S. So when you practice, when you watch the videotape, try to watch only one side. You watch two sides, you're going to get confused. You watch one side, you can see eventually there's only a Tai Chi symbol. Okay, you watch it for one, for example, watch my side. Okay, with this angle, you can see, watch my hands. My hands, actually this, you can see outside on this S. Now you can see he's outside on this S. On this outside on this S. That's all about it. So you can see, from here you can see. Now, when you practice with partner, beginning, no leg first. Yeah, with the leg it's harder because with the hands, now you can worry only from upper body and you get closer, it's fine. So from here you can see. From here, I'm doing the big circle, watching my body, chest start, go in. From here, you can see how I neutralize on the top, and going out. Then you neutralize, this in. When you go here, you can see my body, I climb over. I don't push his hand away. I climb over. So here you can see, from here is the hardest part, this part. His hand should not move. You don't push him. It's actually climb over. Then he corner with you. Now he climb over. Again, from here, I climb over. Then become this symbol. It's soft, very soft. Because every time you push him with your opponent, you don't use a force. What you do, use a skill. And to be soft. Okay, so this one is a vertical big circle. Again, use the left hand side. Become this. This. Okay. Now you can see this hand coming down here. It's climb over. And here, you can see how it climb over. And here, and you can see how I climb over. Right. Yeah. When you go here, you can see everything rooted, everything directed by the waist. Okay. Once you reach the good feeling, then with the leg forward. Okay. There's a still vertical, large circle. From here, you can see. When I go here, this one I'm aggressive. Every time I go here, aggressive. Doesn't mean I'm sealing. I try to seal him as much as I can. Then he yield. When I go back, now I'm more feeling exposed here. Right away, I neutralize myself. I circle, now he seal me. Now I go in and out. Yeah. Yeah. Still watch the lower sections. This lower section has to be so smooth. Hey, this is so smooth. Hey, this part is smooth. And sometimes you can feel, yeah, sometimes you slow down. When your opponent does not move, you don't move. You stick with each other, and by feeling, instead of move by yourself. That's what we call listening and following. And you practice until the eyes close, and you don't see, and you can put a feeling, and you can see what's the movements so clearly. Okay, so this is called vertical large circle. Okay, let's try to see the student can do this. See that make. Okay, the other hand touch the abdomen area, so you can have good feeling. Yeah, only for beginning, and watch the chest. Yeah, good, much better. Yeah, this part softer, yeah, softer. This part, yeah, softer. Don't go too fast. Let's climb over. Climb over, yeah, that's good one. Climb over, yeah, let's climb over. Yeah, don't push him away, just climb over. Good, they did very good job. Okay, the only thing you can watch it, okay, not them, they did very good. The only thing is this one, a lot of beginners got to watch it. Don't turn this hand this way. Before you pass the center line, you remain in. Once you pass center line, you turn. Then you neutralize. Because that's a common mistake. Everywhere I teach, people always make mistake, turn the hand too early. When you turn the hand early, that means you use a force against force. That's not good. That's not good. Watching the way they are doing is very nicely. See now they neutralize, then turn the other side. Then again, you can see that very simply they neutralize. Okay, now with the leg. The hand, the eyes don't look at hands. Sense the body. And sometimes you close your eyes. Yeah, softer. Yeah, quiet, alive. Yes. Yeah, the lower part, smooth. That's nice.
垂直小圈。
When you go to vertical, small circle become harder. So let's be for any beginner, you start with big circle. Slowly, you get small circle. Don't jump to small circle too fast. Slowly, you put a feeling. Once you go to so small, you find out everything is only coiling. There's no circling. Because this one have a circle, but eventually when you go to small, everything is the hands wrapped around each other. So this becomes harder and harder. But remember, the Tai Chi Chuan, they say the beginner is large circle. When you go to advanced level, becomes small circle. When you go to small circle, that means the body has to be so nicely and so easily. You can turn the body with so soft that you can neutralize the power instead of using the hands. Okay, let's try to see the smaller circle and get harder and harder. Okay, now this is a big circle. Now you can see we small, slowly we get a smaller. And there's a smaller. You can see the body is so sensitive. Yeah, so small and small. You can see now is everything the coil with each other. Okay, smaller, 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 yeah, smaller. Yeah, actually you can see is everything is coil. You can see everything is this kind of coiling, and this is this kind of coiling, and this kind of coiling. All right, so we can see this coiling, this coiling. The body softer and don't use the force. Climb over. There's no force, and there's no force, and there's no force. And now this big circle, and now this is small circle. And now this big circle. Oh, this is small circle. Yeah. You should be able to neutralize any way you want to. Okay? Now, with the leg. Actually, leg, every time you have a leg, it allows you to have more space to yield and to attack. So actually, this is easier than stationary for the stand parallel. So this is big, and make it smaller, and this is smaller, and this is smaller, and this is smaller, and this is so small. Here you can see everything is such a tiny, tiny press, but you already neutralize the coming power. A softer, coil, everything is coil. It's coil, softer, softer, still smaller, that's too big. That's it. And that's it. It's a lot of fun because of such a small movement, you already neutralize it. Yeah. So this is big, and this is small. Yeah. So that's exactly when you encounter the old master, you'll be surprised. If there's such tiny movements, they just move, your power disappear. How they do so? It's come from this kind of training, I guess. But you have to shoot in for higher levels. Get smaller and smaller, softer and softer. Don't use the force. Everything by neutralization. Okay, we'll try to see how they do it. Okay, look good. And make a circle smaller and smaller. Okay, smaller. Use more body. And softer. Hey, softer. Softer. The body has to be so soft. And like a snake. Hey, it's not bad. Just don't tense. Use more chest. Use more spine. Use more waist. Hey, that's not bad. Okay, so far what they did is pretty good. Only this part. This part they use a little bit more force. Because this part, even so small, you can see I just climb over. Let's climb over. If you go here, it's force. This force. But I go like that, it's climb over. And this climb over. So this is climb over. Then you move, you can see this is used for this is climb over. You can see like a snake. I climb over and I climb over. I just climb over. This, I just climb over. You can see, I just climb over. So when you practice by yourself, it's just very simple. Just climb over. See, this hand, it doesn't push him. It just climb over and climb over, climb over, climb over. The same thing. Yeah, this side, the same thing. Let's climb over, climb over, climb over. And all this practice is so important for small circle. It's called coiling. Okay, now with the leg. Okay, big circle first. Go smaller, softer, softer. Yeah, softer, climb over, small, climb over, climb over, climb over, climb over. Softer, the knee body more. Hey, let's me multiple. And the hand is small, but body needed. Okay, so this one you can see the connection from the fingers all the way to the leg is not continuous, very soft, because the body becomes more stiff is stiffer. So because of the reason that need time to practice. In order to become so soft, you have to be so smooth, it's so soft, instead of just only hands, that's only hands. So it has to be so smooth, so smooth. So this kind of feeling, you need it all the times until you feel that. Okay? Yeah, but of course, these are harder. It's not as easy.
水平大圈。
The same thing for the vertical big circle. Now we put all the Tai Chi symbol sticking on the ground or on the horizontal situation. This one circle and go this way and go this way. This is a solo form, but now with a partner. Okay, when you get partner, it becomes harder. It's easier for the vertical. When you go this one, become harder. Okay, but if you can go vertical, you can go horizontal, you can go any angle from vertical to this angle. You can do it anytime you want. It's very important. You cannot say, okay, you ask your enemy to cooperate with you. But you should be able to neutralize any way you like to. Okay. All right, so no leg first. Okay, move forward a little bit. Okay. Now we try to go vertical first. Yeah, usually go vertical and slowly, you can see, slowly now I go to horizontal now. I go to horizontal. Now, horizontal, horizontal, you can see the hands. Yeah, it's all the coiling. Yeah, this coiling. Yeah. 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 Body turn more. Yeah. It's so soft. Yeah. Yeah. If you do small, it's not small. It's a slow. You can see. Yeah, that's exactly why you're doing the same thing as you do vertical. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now let's try with the leg. Yeah, again, vertical. Okay, now 45 degree. Now horizontal. Yeah. Watch the waist area. Waist area is always the control. The waist area. Yeah, this part needs to move more. Okay, because everything is from here, from this area. Okay. Yeah, you can see the hardest part still this curling. Yeah, because they still push each other. So climb over, climb over. Okay, now right leg forward. To make this part softer. Pay attention to that part, you should be able to get it. Climb over, climb over. Use the elbow. Yeah. Now you can see their waist is stiff, not soft now, and the chest is stiff, because now they pay attention to the hands. Okay, yeah, take time, don't worry. The one thing is for learn this curling because they didn't use the elbow. Elbow is very important for the arms. Shoulder is your root, the same thing your ankle. elbow like your waist, finger, hands, it's just like your arms. So because the reason is the same thing, those three sections is the same thing as these three sections. So I want to neutralize, use this one to coil. I don't push, I don't use here, I use my elbow. See, this is a part missing. So a lot of time, especially the gentleman, he try to use like that. No, he go like that. No, see that it's the elbow. When the elbow move, this side is coil. Instead of use the wrist to move. So this is a practice you have to see. You can see the elbow move, this side follow. This is a key for neutralization. It doesn't matter how. Whenever your hand is on the bottom, you get trouble because that means your opponent have a offense. He can attack you anytime you want. But because the reason you want to reverse the situation. In order to reverse the situation, you move this elbow. Once I have my hand on the top, I start control. So that's the reason. And whenever you can, you want your hands on the top instead of on the bottom. On the bottom, you expose yourself. So, but you have to learn how to use the elbow efficiently. Okay, that's the key.
水平小圈。
When you go to the final point of this kind of training, it's horizontal, but the circle becomes so small, become extremely difficult. So for any kind of beginners, become very difficult to do this right. So that means you have to get a big circle, slowly get a small circle until you can get so small. So eventually, when you get so small, actually on the wrist against each other, mutually calling against each other, become extremely difficult. Okay, they need to practice a lot with partner. Also, partner have to reach the same levels. Otherwise, become very difficult. Okay, that's me practice with the machine. Okay. Now we talk about the horizontal, big first. So this is big, and slowly you can see we get the small. Okay, if you can roll this up, so you can see. Okay, now this big, and this is small. And this is small. And this is small. And this is small. Soft. Okay, so far even what we did, we still have that big circle. It's still not what we want. Should we get some more like that? Okay, so in the future, the more practice you have, then you can get smaller. Watch this side. This will be easier. Now this is big. And get smaller. And get smaller. Yeah, again, you can see everything is coil. Watch the hands, the wrist area. Everything is so smooth. You coil. It. Yeah, again, it's not easy. We still have the big circle. Get small like that, it's not easy. Need a lot of practice. Okay, all right. So after you finish it, you can mix everything you want. Okay, if we mix it, they'll try to show you how we mix it. Then we try to ask, see if other people can do it. Okay, this will become alive. Now there's a big circle. Okay, this is horizontal. This is small. So you decide. You can big. You can small horizontal, this big vertical. Again, you follow and listen. This big, this is small, this big, horizontal, horizontal small, and this big and small, horizontal small. Yeah. Like that one, you practice until your eyes close and become harder and harder, and then deeper and deeper. And get smaller, I know it's difficult. I try softer. Yeah. Don't resist to each other. Yeah. Hey, that's it. Elbow. Yeah. Yeah. Use the elbow more. Hey. Use the elbow more. Yeah. Use the elbow more. This is not bad. It's better than I expected. Okay, now right leg forward. Okay. All right, go to horizontal. Big. Okay, then get smaller. Yeah, softer. And his chest. All right, not bad. Okay, now mix everything. Okay. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Okay. Yeah, when they get small circle, eventually it's not bad. But once I mix them and start getting more confused. Okay, but eventually it's not bad.
进退动步杨氏太极圈缠手练习。蓝雀尾进步。
After you finish the stationary Tai Chi symbol, sticky hand training, you start learning how to move forward and backwards. When you move forward and backward, you cannot just move in and move out because you can easily expose yourself. Because the reason you have to know how to do it without knowing how is dangerous. Okay, let me explain to you, and with a partner, it's easier for you to understand. Now, this is stationary. So this is what we call forward and backwards. So, in order to do so, watch the grace bell tail. Grace bell tail is this. Under this, try to take enemy down. That's grace bell tail because this leg locking here, it's taken down easily. That's exposed for growing. So before you do that, you have to watch out. You cannot just step in this way. You step in this way, this elbow right in your solar plexus, right on your throat. It can easily hit you. So because the reason you have to control this elbow, because this elbow is dangerous. Okay. Because this reason, when you go here, when you step forward, this have to lock. When this lock, right away you can see the leg lock this way. The leg cannot go this way because this knee, the leg just go like that. It go to your groin very quickly. Because this reason, your leg had to go here, so it cannot go to the groin because it's right behind his knee. So it's important for every small things you have to watch out. This one is easy for you to break. This one easy for you to increase leverage. See, this one produce leverage for me for this striking. This is the groin area, so easy. So once you go here, then my body take over. See, my body start take over. You cannot let this go either because this one can strike you. So because this reason, when you step in, be careful. Here, you see my body take over. I still locking, and this going this way and taking down. Okay, that's a grace bell tail. Grace bell tail usually in the application, this neutralize this one right away, lock to the elbow and the leg behind. If the leg cannot go this way, go this way, the leg can kick your groin easily because it's so simple, you'll get trouble. But it's not only that, this one you don't lock the elbow, you go this way, immediately go in, the elbow is going to hit you. Then this elbow easy go to your throat as well, and the hand can easily strike your face. Because this reason you got to watch it. When you step in, you have to be careful. You have to right angle and right locking. So because the reason when I go in, you can see my elbow locking, the leg go here. When I go here, you want to take down, you can see this elbow, I cannot let it go because from here, my body take over. From body take over, I still locking. So this one, you lock him there. See my leg, behind his side. This one easy, I can pull to make him fall, So they become the grasp bell tail application. But in the Tai Chi symbol stick hand training for this exercise, when I go here, when I seal, when I lock in, I want to go in. Now he knows this hand, once this hand get in, he get trouble. Right away, he intercept. When he intercept, because I'm aggressive, so he follow me. If he doesn't follow me, that's called mutual resistance. Mutual resistance is not good. When you have a mutual resistance, that's why you can follow, you can use your opponent's power. From here, he follow me. So you can step in forward this way. Okay. Now you can remember, this way when he neutralize, he cannot attack. That's me, I'm the offensive, I can attack. You want to attack, then go here, now you can attack. Again, you can use a grasp bell tail. No, that's a diagonal flying, grasp bell tail. Go to the bottom, you lock in, then the leg lock in. So that's why I get trouble. While I want to neutralize this leg at the same time. That's why I follow him. So become this exercise. So remember, if I go in this way, it's so easy for me to have this leverage. Because this leverage, while I can lock, this go to the groin, so easy. So this part is dangerous for your opponent. So when I go in, I step in, while I intercept, while I control. Okay, now he is a chance, now he can attack. We attack while I intercept. While he come in. So again, of course, you can continue to come in again. Yeah, while I intercept. So this kind of exercise is so important. You have to practice the eyes closed. When the eyes closed, whenever eyes closed, when we go here, we move forward. Your opponent can feel it right away. He know how to yield without looking. It's by feeling. Yeah. All right, so far you can see the biggest mistake both of them they did is they didn't lock. When you try to step, this one doesn't lock. Okay, if you try to watch this side, you can see. Both of them make the same mistake. In this side, he didn't lock first. He just go in like that because the elbow here. This part still alive. The second thing, when they step forward, the leg is not really locking. The leg just step in like that. It's easy for your partner to get out. Because once you step in, there are two purposes. This one I lock at the same time, my legs lock this way. You can lock this way, there's another way. See this one, while away, you lock him this angle. So you have to really lock the leg and go here. It's his job. You have to slide and go backwards in order to get out. So this part, they didn't get it. Yeah, only then you intercept. Okay, then come in. Okay. All right, let's step forward. Then lock. No, didn't lock. This one, you get trouble. You lock. That's it. Lock in. Yeah. Now come in. Yes. Yeah. All right. So you need to lock this part because you cannot just go in this way. Elbow can hit.
斜飞式进步。
This is another option. You want to try to step forward and backward. This is another option. This option, again, you have to control the elbow before you can get in. Let me explain to you. Earlier, what we did is this way. Because it's locking, then after that you go in. But now, this time, you go to the top. But when you go here, you can easily break. But watch from the top. This is called diagonal flying. When you go diagonal flying, this one down, I want to go this far. I still take him down. Very simple. This one, I can go down. And the leg, I still lock in the leg. Exactly the same on the bottom, only this one going upwards to take care of the neck. This one, I talk to the sideways. There's a grasp sparrow's tail. So this one, we lock it, again, lock this way. We lock here, it's easy to break. So this one is become chin-knife, so easy for this one. So we step in, right away, this locking. Once you lock, see, you can see everything I lock here. Then my body take over, then I start going this way. Then the leg, again, he's in order to pull him down. Okay, so this becomes diagonal flying. So you can use either option, down or up. So when you go to up, the same theory as the other one. So when you go this one, when I go here, the big circle, then the hand I trap and go forward, and then again. So it becomes this, and this, and this, and this. So a lot of time you can see this is single. Okay, so a lot of time you can go double, no problem. You can go double. Now, whenever you feel this is dangerous, because it's dangerous, the hand, without thinking, it sticks together. Okay, but be careful. Be aware. Whenever this is exposed, that means they can attack you easily. Okay, so from here, okay. All right, now, when you're here, you got a chance, you go in, that's good, and right away, you go in trap, this way. Okay, when I go here, while we are locking, I go forward. Ooh. Okay, so we're trying to see the student can do this way. Okay, this time is much better, much better. Okay, so it's no problem. Again, you have to practice until the eyes close and have good feeling. After that, you should mix from the diagonal flying or from the grasp tail. You should mix them together. So whatever you do, your partner automatically intercept. Okay, it's over. You have to establish the feeling.
平行动步杨氏太极圈缠手练习。外半。
Once you learn the Tai Chi simple stick hand training, you try to adapt it into real situations while you are moving. So, 外半 is one of the two options you can make people fall at that time. These are stationary. Once they're stationary, I try to become aggressive. See that now, if you look, the way I'm doing is I'm going forward. So in this case, I can seal him. So in the conceal him, I can attack him, or I can take him down. So because the reason for that is very dangerous for him, because once I seal, I will get in and then strike in very quickly. Because the reason for that, he had to follow me. So when I go, once I go forward, he had to follow me. So become this kind of stationary and moving. Then he can move forward at the same time for this kind of training. Okay, so I would suggest beginning you practice this one first for a few times until you have that feeling of a sense of distance. So your opponent step, I don't step, your opponent step, I just simply follow. So this is kind of a practice, so important. This is what I call sense of a distance. So this kind of practice is very important in Tai Chi moving, pushing hands. Because the distance, once you know how to adjust distance, right, then you put yourself in the disadvantage positions. So once you got him to the, like this situation, once I trap here, he doesn't know how to move yet. The first trick is this way. I can either use the top to go this far to get him down with the leg trip. So you can see this way, it's so easy for me to trip and take him down. Or I can go here, again for this one, I can trip and take him down as well. So because this reason is very important for this and this leg, they work at the same time. All right, so you have to practice for him how to get out. So they become very important part of this exercise. So let me explain to you. Now you can see, when I go here, now this right leg forward. So this is called external trip. If the left leg forward, yeah, this is called internal trip. The same thing, I can do this side, I can do this side, still take him down, the same way. But now we talk about this side first, and the next one we talk about the other side. So when I go here, I seal. When I go him to the top, now right away he stopped me. Because this one, once I reach him here, he got trouble. So before I reach him, his hand stopped me already. So he stopped me, so even I go here, he have a center. See, watch it here, center. We have center, once you turn the body, now I'm locking. So it's very important for him to get out this one. So watch it. When I go here, boom, he locked me already. So when he locked me, for me to get out, it's so simple. I just move my body, boom, it's out. But if I resist, watch it. If I start resist, then I get trouble, I lock myself. But when I follow him, I open it. So this open, right away, step forward, and become this side circle. Okay, now again, from here, I can trip this side, then again, you take it out, they trip me, then right away, I turn over, then you can move this side. So the way what you're doing it, you watch it. When you go to this kind of situation, when I lock him, you lock me here. It's called mutually equal. This hand and this hand equal. He can do the tripping to me, I can do the trip to him. That means I can also lock himself. So depends which I turn first, become control. Like that, he turn first, become control. I let it go, then control. But if I turn first, then now I control. Then he has to follow me. So it's very important for you to understand who has this sensitivity. But you cannot resist each other. From here, you cannot resist each other. It's so important for you. Once your body turns, now you get trouble already. So like that, when I trip him, right we turn, I get trouble already. When I get trouble, I have to follow him. If I don't follow him, then I become mutual resist. If I mutual resist, then he can take me down easily. Okay, so I watch again a few times for this kind of practice. Yeah, this we only do 2 steps here. No, then this, then go bump this way. Then turn and then go in this side. Okay. Then this, then turn, you go this side and then turn this side. You go home, it takes your time to understand and to practice. It's not simple. Okay, I can do just demonstration for you, and you have to practice by yourself.
内半
The internal trip, when you go to the situation like that, it's not his right leg forward, because when you're walking, you are not guaranteed his switch leg forward. Maybe you find this leg get closer to you. Now you get a good chance. With this good chance, right away you can see I sail. At the same time, I try to trip this one. All right? So if this hand doesn't come in, if this hand doesn't come in to intercept, that's exactly go here, you take him down very quickly. Yeah. But the question is, when I go here, intercept, right away you can see the leg move back. And then you can lock me. So when you step, it lock me. When you lock me, again, I turn, I get out already. Okay? Now watch again. From here, the leg different. Okay. When you go here, again, when I lock here, right, he locked me. Then I got trouble, so I have to go this side. All right? If I'm more aggressive, then it's the same thing. When I go here, I lock first. When I lock first, then that's why I trip him. Then in this case, he get this side. When he get this side, he still get out. And then they become called internal trip.
八卦动步杨氏太极圈缠手练习。外半
Again, for this training, in beginning, you just only learn to bagua circle around. Because when you are in the push hand, moving push hand situation, all the time you try to get an angle with your partner. Instead of go straight line, get an angle. So this one become more alive. So when you get angle, the same trick you play, but the same thing you have to, how to get out, learn how to get out. Okay, the beginning, you just practice circling, no tripping yet, until you get used to it. So from here, you can see I body move. Yeah, so it's everything. I sense it, very simple, I sense it. So from here, you can see that until I get an opportunity. Okay, now, the good opportunity is when I go here, see my body starts to step in. Because the leg here, when the body step in, right away, I trip this one. When I trip this one, he has to intercept. Again, intercept, it get out, and then become this side. Again, I go here, I start tripping. This is white band. I become this side. Okay, so from here you can see, one more time, you take a look again. Actually, it's not difficult, but once you get used to it. So when you go here, I circle around. Yeah, because this one you're looking for the opportunity to get in your opponent. Okay, now here, now I got chance. When I go here, then the leg, I want to trip. You get out and become this side. Okay, now here, I got chance, I get out, become this side. So let's become the more real. Let's go external trip. Yeah, let's only for the viewers go home and you can practice and see how they can make this happen. Okay, the best way to learn all these techniques, really, if you have chance to participate YMA pushing seminars. In the seminars, so you have a detailed discussion, and the instructor will lead you step by step to get this idea and concept. Okay, so for this one, that's why you see them, because now they are in learning this for this backward circle. So you can see the body becomes stiff now because the mind keeps thinking about forms. So you have to practice for a while. After that, once you become a habit, the body can be soft and everything is body movement. Because now you can see the body is very stiff, and the distance also not quite good either. Okay, and because they are in the stage of now learning this one, because it's more advanced levels.
内半
Now the same theory as a parallel. This one again, but only the leg in the different size. Because a lot of time when you do the backward circle, this happens instead of the right leg forward. Because this happens. When this happens again, I want to take this part. When you take this one, again you take him down very easily. Okay? Because this reason, then you move, and move. Okay, now watch the distance. We go, no, this one you cannot do it. Okay, now try again here. Okay, continue. There. So when we go here, you can see this hand is there. So again, if I trip, you got trouble. I take it, you turn, then he control. Okay, but if not, if I didn't lock him yet, I just kick it, then run away. He still control this one and become. Or he locked me like this, then I have to turn. When I turn, I still go to the other side. So every time you change, you turn the other side. Okay. So again, when you go here, you will this leg forward. Again, when I go here, I start kicking it. The same thing. You can move this side. There's a good distance. The body move. The body move. The body move. The body move. Okay, here. Then I lock it and go in, and they go this side. Now this is the other side. It's okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter which leg he's forward. Once you get a chance, you want to trip him and take him down. Well, of course, it takes a long time of practice. After practice, it becomes so smooth. So your enemy, without feeling it, then he was taken down. This concludes this tape about Tai Chi yin-yang symbol, yang size of a practice. Okay, from the beginning, from solo and the matching, from parallel walking and until backward circle. Once you finish this yang side, the next step you learn it from inside. Once you have it inside, everything become the other side, become inside of a circle. Once you get that, and you mix the yin and yang. Once the yin and yang mix, all kind of application come out, all kind of attacking. Because the Chinese martial art includes 4 categories of fighting: kicking, punching, wrestling, and chin up. Once you mix them, all these 4 categories start coming out. This whole thing become alive. Then build up the very good foundation of Tai Chi applications. Okay, so anybody, if you're serious about learning Tai Chi martial art size, this one is really necessary for you to practice and make it become a master of this exercise. Okay, and thank you very much.
英式太极拳缠手练习。自我练习。
Taiji Yin Yang symbol sticking hand training, we intend to introduce a 3 video tape. The first one you already see is the yang side. When you rotate the yang side, that means whenever you circle the right hand side is yang side. So this yang side, inside there's a S, but eventually in order to cover the return, you will have another S. So it becomes the figure 8 and come back. This is a yang side. Yang side usually is a right hand turn. But now, second tape, now we're going to think about this inside. When you go to inside, it becomes this is counterclockwise. From here, then you turn. Again, inside have a figure 8, so for solo. But later when you find out that when you practice with partner, there's no figure 8, it's become actually it's S. So because the outside is going to cover that. And the tape 3 is some mix with the yin and yang and become all the applications. So this time we talk about the second one. So second one, again, when you try that, the first one is beginning palm face in because the inside. Yang side, the hand palm face out. Inside, actually palms face in. So in, from the bottom, you rotate. Then here, you turn and circle, and you turn and circle, and you turn. This one, the circle again can be big and can be small. You see, that's how small I am doing now. It can be so small, can be horizontal. And this horizontal can be also very small. And it can be from this direction and move this directions. So you can see the hands is any way you want to, but keep the same pattern. So the whole body always use the waist to direct the body's movements. And remember, there's a Chen style called silk reading Jing. So this is the center to initiate the movements and everything manifested in the fingers. All right, so look at this pattern. Now we're going to get a few students here and try to see how they do it. In this case, you can see they make it good or make some mistake. All right, the first one we're going to have stationary. After that, we're going to have the leg step in. One leg forward, one leg backwards. So in this case, you have a balance of the leg.
手势。
The beginning when you train this inside of a yin yang symbol stick hand training, your left hand try to touch the dantian area. Because remember, it's this area to direct the motions. So because the reason the left hand touch here make you feel the body's movements. So when you practice this one, watch it. You need a chest and need a spine. At the same time, the quad has to be moved smoothly from one side to the other side. Okay. So after you feel the body have a good movement, then the left hand start moving to the side. So left hand try to move to the side. And then now you balance it. Use this hand to balance the body motions. Then after that, you can change from the bigger circle to a smaller circle as you wish. So it depends your enemies, because all the movements correspond to your enemy. Okay. Now from the vertical, you can change to horizontal. Yeah, horizontal, and you move, and horizontal, and you move. And again, horizontal, you can get from big and get small. And the big, and get small, and the small. Okay, not only that, you can change from one direction to the other directions. From here, you can change directions, but keep the same pattern until your whole body is so smooth, so comfortable. Now it becomes a freestyle because you have a vertical, you have a large and small, horizontal, you have a large and small. And you can rotate your body from side to side. So when you watch it, try to watch one person and see how you circle the body. Use the body to direct the hands. Okay, that's good. the way to practice the stand forward like that, you can see he used the right hand, I use the left hand. So in this case, you can double check each other. So he moved, actually this one, see the palm face in again. So from here, you can see how I turn and they'll go in. That's when you practice with each other. Yeah. Then turn and circle, and turn and circle. So this will help you understand, especially you can correspond. When I make a circle, he make a small with me. Yeah. So in this case, it's like a mirrors, an image of a mirrors. Then you can see, you check each other. Like that, you can go to horizontal, and the same thing, and the moving. Okay, so those things is one way you can practice with each other.
配合腿式。
Once you have a stationary, then you have a body movements, all this pattern. Once you have this pattern, it's that add with the leg. When you add with the leg, eventually you can go see this one, you intercept, and backwards, and you turn. And backwards, and you turn. See the angle, you can see this angle. This forward, and you turn. This one you intercept, and coming back. Once you feel comfortable, then use this hand to balance it. And again, this one can be small and can be horizontal and can change from this angle and to this angle the way you want to. So the body move, the hand just follow. There's a whole concept of a Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, move in, watch the chest and body. Good. A few times. Feel the body so comfortable. Good. Now extend your left hands to balance. Good. Now the verticals. You can change from big to small. And you can go to horizontal. And horizontal, so you can make it small as well. Okay, continue watching the chest movements. Sometimes it gets slow, sometimes it can get fast, it's fine. But watch the shoulder and then the chest move. All right, try to rotate from one side to the other side. Good, continue move. This is a very good exercise for the spine, for the routine. The body try don't get up and down all the time. Good, watch the chest. Okay, good. In this kind of training, sometimes you find out that your hand needs to touch here, so you have this feeling. But sometimes you watch it, this part you need to move as well. So sometimes it will help you touch your hands here and then move it. So you can see my chest, how my chest move. So it's very important, this point and this point, you have to move. Because that's considered two bowls. This is one bowl, this is another bowl. So these two bowls, you have to learn how to get it. So again, this one you can practice with partner. His right leg forward, my left leg forward. So again, when I go forward, he go forward. Back and turn. And here and here. And turn. Watch the body and chest and turn. This one, again, can be very small. And very small. Okay, can be horizontal. Horizontal, and make it small. Yeah, so like that you can match with your partner and have a good feeling, all these body movements. All right, so this way when you practice against each other, you have that feeling. Okay, thank you.
定步英式太极圈缠手练习。手势。
All right, so when you match for the practice, there's a coiling inside. For example, now you touch each other, so that's why I neutralize. When I neutralize, when my hand turns, he start coil with it. And then cover it, then again, you come in, then I start coil with it. So you can see this is a symbol, exactly the symbol, only this is symbol. There's no return. It's only S inside, there's no 8. Not the same as the solo movements. Okay, so it becomes the symbol of an inside of Tai Chi symbol. Okay, then this, yeah, and watch the chest as well. Okay, and this one can be small too. Okay, it can be so small, and you can see everything is only coil in the center. It can be also horizontal. If horizontal, it becomes this on this circle. Then again, this is a circle and this circle, and yeah. So horizontal again can be from that big until you shrink to small. All right. So now we're going to see how they do it. Okay. And try the body don't go up and down. When you coil, you use the elbow, like what they are doing now is very nice. And try to get small. Even small, still use the body. If you practice Tai Chi ball, Qigong, you can see a lot of this skill is the same thing as the Tai Chi ball, Qigong training. Okay, go to horizontal. And see if you can make it smaller. Then it becomes much difficult. Yeah, everything is only coiling now. Yeah, watch the body and don't get up too much. It's only body rotating. Watch the qua. Okay, so in this case you can see how they are doing the change from big to small and change from vertical to horizontal. So they change any way they like to and correspond to each other. But the hand always stick with each other. And what you can see inside the symbol is actually inside of a Tai Chi symbol. Good. So watch the qua, have the turn. That's good. And the follow, stick with each other. Okay, once you feel smooth, now extend your hand beside you. When you feel comfortable, then try to make a circle smaller. It's okay, continue. Make a circle smaller, be yourself, and put a feeling there. And stick with each other. Do not lose contact. Okay, now go to the hard one, it's horizontal. It's okay, try again, horizontal. Good. Yeah, turn, horizontal. Yeah, that's it. And we can get smaller. Yeah, watch the shoulders still relax. Okay, so now horizontal is not as easy, okay, but it's fine, all right.
配合腿式。
The next one what you do is try to coil with your leg. Remember, we show you only right leg. Eventually, when you practice by yourself, you should change your leg to the left as well, instead of just right leg only for the practice. Because later we're going to step forward and backwards. Eventually, you're going to use the left leg as well. So when you practice, it's good if you can change that. So when I move this forward, I'm intercepting. So when I move backwards, actually I'm going this way. Then I go forward, he coil with me, and then this, I coil with him. See the hands, it never stops. It's always keep moving. See, it keep moving, I keep moving. There's no stopping at all. So it's very smooth motion there. Okay, again, this is a big circle, and this is a small 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 circle. Good, and good. That's big again. Okay, now watch horizontal. Hey, this horizontal. It's horizontal. I make it smaller. 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 Make it smaller. Okay, big. Yeah. Okay, now watch the body. It becomes so smooth. Okay, try to see. Good. Yeah. Don't stop, that's good. Everything's so smooth, continuously. The bottom, you should stop a little bit. Don't stop at all. Yeah, turn, continue, and count. Slow down, Rami. Slow down. It's okay. Slow down. Put the feet in there. Put the feet in there. Slow down. Slow down. Need the body movement. Okay, good. Okay, make it smaller. And make it smaller. Again, don't be fast. Slow down. Hey, now that's it. That's why I want to look for the body movements instead of rush, rush, rush. You need small and very comfortable. Hey, small and comfortable. That's good. Watch your left hand to balance. So left hand has to be palm face down and comfortable. Okay, now coming back to the big again. That's good. Now slowly go to horizontal. Hey, horizontal. That's good. And rotate. The hand is a coil. Remember this coil, you have to get it right. Hey. Good. Now watch the body. Don't be stiff. Watch the chest. Watch your quad. The quad has to turn. That means hip joints have to turn. I make it smaller. I make it smaller. I make it smaller. That means coil has to be very good. And coil has to be good. Yeah, turn and turn. Turn. Okay, now get big again. Okay. All right. So far it's not bad. The only part is not as good is when you get small horizontal. This one, the hand doesn't coil too much. They push too much on this side. Actually, it's supposed to be coil. See how I coil? Actually, the hand just wrap around it. But it's very difficult for that one. Good. Continue until you feel body is comfortable. Watch the chest. Good. Palm in. Good. Once you feel comfortable, now extend your left hands. Yeah, make the body move nicely with the quad. The quad has to turn. Yes, the quad always so important. When the quad is loose, the waist is loose. So the quad has to be alive. They have a good root. Okay, good. Then slowly make a small circle. Hey, make it small. Yeah, when you make it small, elbow becomes so important. Yeah, it's elbow to rotate. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, continue. Good. It's not bad. All right, and get back to big circle. Okay, now slowly go to horizontal. It's become harder and harder. Okay, good. Hey, horizontal. This horizontal. Good, and become smaller. And become smaller. Become smaller. Become smaller. Become smaller. Smaller. Okay, good. Okay, come back to big. Vertical again. Yeah, good. And make big. I feel comfortable. It's very good body movements. It's good body exercise for the spine, for the quad, for the routine. Okay, you should practice until the eyes close and you don't lose each other. You don't lose contact and do not resist against each other. Okay, did good job. Thank you. Okay. The hardest part for the inside training, the same as the outside, it's go to horizontal, and when the circle starts shrink to only so small. When they're so small, everything only coiling. There's not too much of circling. That's why the body has to be so refined for this kind of small, tiny movements. That means the elbow have to move so nicely, and the wrist have to move nicely. If your elbow and the wrist doesn't move right, then it cannot be easily coiled against each other.
进退动步英式太极圈缠手练习。斜挥式进步。
Okay, now next step is start the step forward and backwards with your partner. When you step forward and backwards, the same as the yang side of yin-yang Tai Chi symbol training. You have to watch out the enemy's elbow. You cannot make his elbow strike you. It's make yourself dangerous. All right, so you watch this one, there's only two options you can get in. So when you intercept, especially when you intercept the big circle, this one you have get to from the hands from the top or from the bottom. If you get from the top, that's called diagonal flying. From the bottom is great spiral tail. So when we go in here, for example, we try to go to the top, then this hand, while away, you can see, when I go here, exactly, I want to take him down for this way. So because this reason, you have to watch it. If you don't get this trap right, this hand can wrap you. Like this one, his hand can easily wrap you. So you can see how I trap him. When I trap him, you see my hand, I slide in and go to this way. So for him to solve this problem, that's why I step back, because if this leg get locked, it's not good. You step back, while we can see everything release. Now you can see become inside, become the left-hand side of the training. All right, so you watch this kind of practice, and it's so simple. When I go here, and this. Okay, so once I go here, then you can see I go to the top, and then go in. Hey, now you can see. Okay, now we're going to see the practice with partner for only the top. Now we're going to fly in. Good. Listen and follow. When you go forward, don't hesitate, get forward as much as you can. Yeah. Now, Rami, your body has to move forward and backwards. Yeah, because you always stay in the same position. Yes, backwards and forward, that's it. This is a good one. Yeah, body backwards and forward, yeah. And the other hand, balance it. The other hand beside the waist area. Yeah, and don't be fast. Slow down and listen to each other. Hey, and watch the body movement, the chest.
蓝雀尾进步。
The second option for exchange technique, we change the leg, is through the called grasp spiral tails. So the difference of a grasp spiral tail is that when I intercept, the hands go underneath it. So when I get in right away, you can see this one I still take him down, and this is for me to control. Now I want to find from the top, that's what you see. This one, right away, I lock the neck. So one is go to the chest area, the one is go to the neck area. But eventually, it's the same kind of applications. Okay, now from here, you can see when you neutralize the hand from the bottom, it still stick with it. Still stick with it and go in this way. But for him to get out, remember, if he doesn't get out, if here, then right away I lock him, everything is mine. But if he step back, he get out, now everything disappear. Now you can see, okay, now here, once I go here, now I can move in again and try to go this side, then again this side. So this one become grasp spiral tails from the lower part. Slow down, good. Slow down, use more body. See. Good. All right. Okay, a couple of times is fine. And watch your body forward and backwards. Sometimes you can make a circle smaller, is fine. It's not necessary all the time big. Good. Yeah, rotate your elbow. Hey. Elbow more alive. So after you finish it, now I'm going to find grasp spiral tail, then you start mixing them together. It's not just you mix together. Now you change the pattern. From the big, it can be small. From vertical, it can be horizontal. Depends the situation you like. But remember, of course, from horizontal, for example, for horizontal, you have to go from the top. It cannot easy from the bottom. So it's very simple. When I go here, see, when I change the horizontal, the hands are here, so I can seal. So now become the trick come in. Once you can mix them, there's a lot of trick because you learn to seal your opponent by change to vertical to horizontal because you simply cover the arms. So this one become alive. And after you practice with partner until for a while, then until you have the good feeling, then close your eyes. Then you have the sense the opponent step backwards and forward. So now this is a real challenge, okay? Now I'm not going to do it. Let them do it. Big to small. You can change vertical to horizontal anytime you want. The other hand, balance yourself, open it. When you call it around, yes, use your elbow, the body meet forward and backward around me. Yeah, that's it. Watch it forward and backwards. Don't hesitate to get in and get out. sometimes diagonal flying, sometimes vertical, sometimes horizontal. All right, one more step. Okay. Be confident. If you think too much, then you cannot make it.
平行动步英式太极圈缠手练习。
All right, after you finish it, the step forward and backwards, next one I call parallel walking. When we go to parallel walking, then the legs start getting involved because you try to keep a good distance. For example, this is a good angle. If I try to go like that, that's not a good angle. Eventually, that's not good. This hand is dangerous. So you go here, it becomes a good angle. So when you do the same thing inside, yang side symbol training, then from here, every time I trap, I can go from inside, up my arms or lower my arm. So from here, you can see if I go trip this leg, it's called external trip. If it just happened, is this leg forward. Again, this I call internal trip. Again, this side, I can, if a right leg forward, yeah, this side I can go here, I can trip him and take him down. Or the other side, again, this one is still take him down because this one I push this side, it still take him down. So this is called tripping. In the Tai Chi, it's very important for this kind of coordination for the leg because all the time you're stepping with your opponent. All right. So when you practice, you have to see this become the walking. Yeah, the walking. Then he can walk forward, I can walk backwards. But whenever I hold this one, the hands become go in. For him to get out, if I go here, I go up, right away, the leg have to move back and intercept me, and then I trip, I become nothing. When I become nothing, you circle with me. Then I can change direction, but you don't have to change direction, depends your opponent. So everything become alive. Ready? All right, then the other side, inside internal trip. For different opponents, you have a different timing because different have a different corresponding timings and strategies. Because the reason you should practice this one with different people. The next one you can see Rami and Brian is going to do the same thing, but you can see the test is different now. Thank you. Okay.
八卦动步英式太极圈缠手练习。
The final stage of inside the yin-yang Taiji symbol stick hand training is a really Bagua circle. Bagua circle, everything is alive. Because Bagua circle, the whole concept of Bagua circle is to angle each other. So the same kind of tripping technique you saw earlier, that's what you can apply in the Bagua circle. Again, in this Bagua circle, I try to trap the opponent, trip the opponent the same way. So when I touch it, you can see I can move this angle to set him up. Then it does go in. That's the yang side. Or I can go this side. Again, you can see how much I step into this side in order for me to get this side. Also, because the reason I can go to this side as well for this angle. So because the reason they call angling. When you go to Bagua circle, everything starts angle against each other. So everything becomes alive. But it's not necessary. People say, okay, Bagua circle, I should continue to circle all the time. It's not necessary. If you continue to circle all the time, it becomes a pattern. Eventually, the final point is there's no pattern, but you keep angle against each other. And the same thing, this one, if you go from this outside of the leg, they call external trip. If you go to the other side, it's called internal trip. Remember, this side, when my hand touch it, is where is the artery. So this one you can use the chopping, or use this one pull. See my hand pull. That's why you take him down very quickly. So this hand is very tricky for that. In ancient time, people have a longer hair. So a lot of time when we go here, you actually grab the hair. So that's why it's easy to immobilize your enemy's actions. Okay, so next time, next one you're going to see the different options from different people again and see how they come out. So everything become alive. Take time to practice. Remember, you have two options, either from diagonal flying or from the graceful tail.